This is so confusing. What do these rankings even mean? I wish I could be there in person. Perfect! Now that I'm actually here at the University of Bristol, I can show you what those hundreds of online rankings can't capture. Today, I will personally rate University of Bristol across 8 categories, from academics and campus to student opinions, accommodations and nightlife. And at the end, we're gonna give it a final score out of 10. Let's see how it does. These are the 8 categories we're gonna be rating today, so let's start with the first one, the campus. When you say University of Bristol, you think about Wills Memorial, so let's go get a closer look. Damn, this building really is tall. And it looks awesome from the inside, just listen to this echo. This is the main hall room, it looks really sick. And now we're going to the most famous place in Wills Memorial. This beautiful library. I really feel like I'm in a Harry Potter movie. This place was absolutely awesome. Now let's go to the other main attraction in the campus. The Royal Fort Gardens. This is absolutely lovely. Every campus should have a garden like this where students can socialize, relax, or even study. These are some other streets and nice buildings from the campus. And here is the lecture theatre. You can see it's absolutely huge. So the campus is lovely. Everything about it is just perfect. Regarding the score, there's no doubt in my mind that it deserves a perfect 10. So let's move on to the next criteria. The city. Everyone says that Bristol is one of the most beautiful cities in the UK, but I wanted to see if that's really true. So I did what every normal person would do. What is the main attraction in Bristol? Clifton Suspension Bridge. Great! So I packed my things and hit the road. Hit the road, Jack. And after a really long walk, I finally reached it. Clifton Suspension Bridge. And I have to admit, this is a stunning view. But I wasn't satisfied with just the view. So even though I'm quite afraid of heights, I had to walk on the bridge. And let me tell you, it was totally worth it. Come on, we're almost there. Let's go, we've made it. This is another really nice area, just look at this majestic church. Let me show you some other parts of this beautiful city. This is a triangle. And here I'm on the bus trip. This is an area with lots of shops and lots of cafes. And since I was there, I wanted to check out the cafe. And this one had outstanding reviews, 4.9. So let's go see it. Yeah, it's small and cozy, exactly what we need. They even got a really nice terrace. Now let's order something. Here are the prices. I got a coffee and now it's study time. I love this place, it has a really friendly vibe. Now let's also taste the coffee. Yeah, it's really good. So, as you saw, Bristol is a charming city. Lots of green areas, lots of shops, lots of entertainment. However, to get to these nice places, since I don't have a car, I had 2 options. Either to walk, and here's the footage of me walking to Bristol. Hills, hills, and hills again. Or to take the bus. And here's the footage of me waiting for the bus. Waiting, waiting, still waiting, and after 30 minutes, it finally came. Hills make walking challenging, and the bus network is just not reliable. So, for a student, getting around Bristol can be quite difficult. This is why I can only give Bristol a 9. Let's move on to the next category. Affordability. It's no secret that the UK is one of the most expensive countries for students, high tuition fees and high cost of living. And Bristol is one of the most expensive cities in the UK. Well, yeah, it's not even close to London, but it's still pretty expensive. Let's see more specifically what that means. According to the official website of University of Bristol, students spend on average about £1,221 every month. So, being a student at University of Bristol is not cheap at all. But still, there are some more expensive alternatives, like studying in London or studying in the USA, where tuition is much higher. So this is why I think a fair score for affordability would be a 5. Our next criteria is accommodation. This was my accommodation last year. As you can see, it's a small and nice bedroom. I loved having a sink in my room, by the way. And sorry for the vertical videos, it's the only footage I had of this accommodation. This is the kitchen. The kitchen is pretty big. It's also clean and nice. And here is the common room. There was such a nice pool table. We used to play there every night. It was a 25-minute walk to uni. And I paid about £5.50 a month, which is not bad at all. Nothing fancy, but it did the job, so I'll give it a 7. Let's move on to the next category. Academics. This is really simple. The score will only be based on the University QS ranking and on this table. University of Bristol is ranked 51 on QS World Ranking. That's really unlucky because it doesn't make top 50, just top 100. That means it will get an 8. Our next criteria is Extracurriculars. I walked all the way to Dingle Sports Center, which is really far. This is where some of the university sports teams are training. This place looks sick, and the quality of the football pitch is amazing. And the rugby pitch looks nice as well. They also got indoor tennis courts, an astro pitch, outdoor tennis courts. They basically got everything you need. Now let's go to the Downs. This is a huge green area where most intramural sports are played. As you can see, this is a football pitch. Let's also test its quality. Obviously, it's not as good as Dingle, but it's still good enough to have fun and play your favorite sport. University of Bristol got more than 350 societies, from football, basketball, book societies, all the way to the Chinese lion dance troupe or cheese societies. There is basically something for everyone, and the facilities are amazing, so it deserves a 10. The next criteria is student opinions, so let's find some students to interview them. Come on! How would you rate your whole experience at University of Bristol on a scale of 1 to 10?
Like 6, I'd say.
I would say 9 out of 10. I've had a great time.
That's the number.
10, yeah. 10.
10, that's great.
I reckon 6 or 7. I think there's a lot more to come from me. But it's been great fun so far. I'm looking forward to second year.
6.5.
Yeah, 6.5. There, yeah.
Right.
I guess a solid 8 because it was challenging, but still I absolutely loved it.
So let's do the maths. The average is 8.25, which will approximate to 8. And finally, our last criteria is nightlife. We started our night by going into this Spoons pub right across Will's Memorial. It was like any other Spoons. Cheap drinks, really crowded, really loud. We got a few drinks and then went out in search for a club. On the way we found these guys arguing. Literally every club had a massive queue, and most of them would only allow you in if you had pre-booked tickets. And obviously, we didn't. But eventually, we found this club that would allow us to get tickets on door. So we waited in line, and after 30 minutes, we finally got in. It was quite a small club, but the vibe was out of this world. As you can see, Bristol really comes alive at night, but sometimes it gets so packed up to the point where it gets difficult to get into a club. This is why I can only give it a 9. Now we've seen it all, so it's time for what you've all been waiting for. The final score. So let's do the maths. Add all the ratings, divide by the 8 categories, and we get 8.125. So the final score of University of Bristol is 8.1. So that was University of Bristol. Thanks for watching. I put a lot of effort into this video, so I hope it deserves your like. And also, don't forget to subscribe, because this year has just started. I'm actually gonna go to universities all over the world just to rate them. See you next week.